I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Maclee Fernandez.
Where are you from?
I am from India, where I live and work in England.
You're from Kerala?
From Goa.
Goa. Okay, cool. And when did you hear the first time about Medjugorje and what did you think when you heard about Medjugorje?
The first time I heard about Medjugorje was way back in 2014. I used to volunteer with the Missionary Sisters of Charity, and that was the first time that I heard about Medjugorje. And I was given the opportunity to come over here as a pilgrim, and I said yes to it. And I fell in love with the place since then.
What happened? Why did you fell in love?
It's just coming over here, the whole environment and just everything about the place, the atmosphere, the peace, the serenity, and you can feel the presence of our mother over here.
How would you describe it to somebody, maybe listening now to the video and they don't know the place, how it feels? Can you describe the presence? How would you describe that she's here?
With you, it's just, I'm a cradle Catholic, so I've had the faith since the time I was born, and going back the last 5-6 generations have been Catholic. So it was something that was inbuilt in me. My parents married in the Catholic Church, and so that's one plus that I had. There was a phase when I went away from the faith and I came back, but it was the prayers of my mother. My mother has strong devotion to Our Lady. So that's something that...
Like my mother.
Amen, yeah. And that's a blessing, and that's something that could be one of the reasons that I came as I won't say a skeptic, but I was in between, on the borderline, just coming over here, and it's just the way, the whole atmosphere, and visiting all the different spots, and I've got a little testimony to share. Almost on my first visit, on the 4th of July 2014, we went to the waterfalls not far from here. And I'm usually a good swimmer, so we all got into the water, and soon I realized that I was swimming against the tide, against the current, and I got sucked into the water, and I gave up. In my last moments, I started calling on Our Lady, and I happened to come up somehow. I do not know what pushed me, if it was the current or what. And there's a lady called Anne-Marie, not very, I'm about 6'4", and she's about 5 feet, I'd say. She kind of stretched her hand and she pulled me out of the water. If she wouldn't have pulled me, I don't think I would have survived that day. But then again, I've got Our Lady to thank. So that was something that really strengthened my faith. And after going back, I prayed about it. I wanted to join the seminary, but God had other plans. But then again, this place is close to my heart, and I'm blessed to have the opportunity to work from here. I work for the local government in London, and I must say it's a privilege and a blessing to have received permission from my superiors to allow me to work from Medjugorje for 2 months. So it's the best thing to happen, because I can get mass in the morning, work till the evening, and come back to do the rosary and the evening prayers, adoration.
And what do you like most about all this?
It's just, the closeness to God, the peace that this world can't give you. It's like we live in times where we focus on the world for answers, but the world can't solve anything. It's God at the end of the day. And we are so blessed as Catholics that we've got a mother who's always there for us, who's watching for us. Every moment.
And I would like to add, like you said, your mother prayed in Goa in India. I'm from Germany, and for all the mothers out there, you see the power of prayer. It works in India, it works in Germany,
It works everywhere.
It works everywhere. And you pray the rosary?
Of course, yes.
Why? Why are you so convinced of it?
It's just, I have that devotion to my mother, Our Lady. It's like, she's very precious to me, and it's like, I remember one of the priests in India saying that every time you say a Hail Mary, you're saying hello to Mother Mary. And it's like, I don't know, just that bond that I have with her that I can't really fathom and explain with words. I struggle to put it, to comprehend myself. It's just that deep love and devotion that I have for her.
And in Medjugorje it said, you can see Our Lady in the eyes of the people, and you have this kind and shiny eyes.
Thank you, it's really kind of you. Thank you.
And also the confession is very central here in Medjugorje. do you go to confession, and what would you tell people? What is the beauty about confession, and somebody who's scared to go after many years maybe? What will the priest say?
It is never too late, because what people think that people often forget is that it's the priest who is absolving their sins, but it's Jesus who is actually present in the confessional, who is forgiving them for their sins. It's like wiping them clean of all the wrong that they've done. The priest is just an instrument, but they don't see the invisible. Well, through the eyes of faith, it's Jesus who's actually forgiving them for their sins. And it's never too late.
And how do you feel about confession? After confession, how is it?
You feel light as a feather, clean. Just you can start all over again. It's like
a reset of a computer. No?
Reset of a computer, exactly. It's like it's like all the chains that were holding you back have gone, and you can start from zero again.
And a lot of people out there, they might think God the Father is an old man with a beard, maybe angry, and wants to put us into hell. Not like that. How is God the Father?
Well, He's a loving Father, and as in all the fathers that I know, they would want the best for their children. It's like God the Father's got to be fair. He's given us the free will to choose, and I know we live in the world, and it's easy to get distracted. But then again, we are all prodigals at the end of the day.
Yeah, me too. And you said no, a bit fallen away and came back.
Exactly, and it's never too late to go back home.
Wow,
we always have a loving Father and the whole family in heaven watching over you.
Yeah. And can you say what Jesus did in your life? Did you have a rebirth of the Spirit moment where you came very close again to the church and to Christ?
If you, sorry, I'm just struggling to get words. It's comprehended together.
Yeah.
It's like as in every saint, we all go through our struggles, because when we try to do things on our own, and we know it's like we don't have a manual. Life doesn't come with a reader's manual telling you what is right and what is wrong. We try to solve things, try to please people, and we go astray. And it's the obvious. We either fail or we just doomed forever. And I'm grateful for my faith. And again, Jesus has always been a part of my life. I think people watching this should try this. It's like before doing anything, pray about it.
If it's the right thing.
If it's the right thing or not. Even before making friends, before even getting out of the house, try doing that. And trust me, they won't be disappointed.
I believe so too. And that's also the way how to have a personal relationship with Christ?
Exactly, yeah. A personal relationship with Christ is nothing compared to any human relationship. I'm alone over here. Yeah. And I don't feel like I'm alone at all. Like I live alone, I come to church alone, and it's just that knowing that I have my God with me every step of the way, even now as I'm speaking to you, that's something that's beautiful.
I feel it. And at the end, what would you tell people maybe why they should come one time to Medjugorje?
Come and see for yourself. You won't be disappointed. I'll say that to everyone.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity, do come and experience it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I could be lying, but come and see it for yourself and just surrender to God, and you won't be disappointed.
Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.